guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? How you doing? It is the new year, and you know what? For the new year, I decided to give everybody what they wanted. By the title of this video, you already know what it's about, and it's all about that foundation. I'm constantly getting comments and questions about my foundation and my technique and how do I get it so smooth. So I decided I'm going to sit my ass down and I'm going to do a video all about foundation for you guys. Start to finish, I'm going to throw some tips and some tricks in there, obviously some techniques, some products, and some tools that are actually pretty crucial to get this look. And obviously we all know skincare is key. Take care of your skin, and I promise no matter what you do, you will have a flawless foundation look. And also, there's a little tip in here that the Instagrammers don't like to tell, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to let it leak. So, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified, hit the bell icon down below. Guys, as we all know, the very first thing we do is moisturize our skin. We always have to create that barrier of moisturizer underneath your skin. So no matter how much powder, no matter how much concealer and foundation we put on our skin, we know that we have that moisturizing barrier so our foundation and all the powders don't dry us out throughout the day. I love going in with the vegan milk moisturizer. This stuff is amazing. It's a thick cream, but it's super, super lightweight. And it feels so good on our skin. Oh, goes on like silk. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and go in with our primer. Everybody knows my ride or die is my Farsali Unicorn Essence. I absolutely love that brand. I love the company. It is a skin enhancing antioxidant serum. This stuff is incredible. It feels so good on the skin, especially when I put a moisturizer underneath. It's so awesome. It keeps me hydrated throughout the day, and this stuff keeps the impurities out of my skin. And as we wait for this to get tacky, I want to talk sponges. Now, my secret weapon is a Juno sponge. It's actually a microfiber sponge. It's a basic sponge on the inside. It swells just like any other beauty blender. But on the outside, it is microfiber. And as you can see, there's little white casts. They're fuzzies. This just puts this into my skin. It airbrushes your foundation. It don't pick up a whole lot of product. Instead, it keeps it all onto your skin. It's super nice. Even if I use a brush, I have to go in with a Juno sponge because it just makes your foundation so flawless. You'll see a little bit. You don't need much. That's actually a lot. I could probably do half my face with that. Maybe my entire face. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't realize I put that much on there. My goodness. And literally, we're just gonna pat, 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 dab, dab, dab. Alright, now that our foundation is applied, now I'm going to go in with a concealer and cover anything extra that my foundation didn't quite cover. But my foundation is pretty full coverage. But I still like to go in right here and on my chin and underneath my nose, places where I know I need extra coverage, that a little bit of redness might be coming through because I did not color correct. But I like going in with Melani Correct and Perfect, or Conceal and Perfect. My goodness. In shade 110 Nude Ivory. It is the lightest shade they have, which, Melani, if you see this, please make us a lighter foundation. You need one that's all but white, please. Thank you. This is the lightest shade they have, which bums me out, especially if people that are even lighter or like to use it for their foundation, because I know I love their concealer. I'm just going to put an X right there. Then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and pat that around. Just dab, dab, dab. Dab, 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 dab. I'm just going to go ahead. I want to lighten the bridge of my nose. So I'm actually just going to do this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go right down the bridge of my nose in a straight line. Right like that. Take my sponge. Pinch it to where it's flat. And I am going to push my concealer around. Let me get positioned here so you guys can see. And then what's left over, I am just going to push up and blend into that other concealer that we have. See how that's super light? Now, you can see like the line. You definitely want to blend that. Don't let that go. Go ahead and blend it. What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? We just want a majority of it on the tip of the bridge of our nose. Right, now I'm just going to dip my sponge into it and then tap it so I don't pick up too much. And I'm just going to put it right here. One that's not so full of foundation. And I am just going to dab any extra stuff that's laying on our face. We're going to get out all the fine lines where the foundation's set into, and then we are going to set it with powder in place. Going to get some powder on it. We're going to push it into our forehead. Make sure your beauty blender is damp. Do not do this. Don't even put on your foundation with a dry beauty blender. That makes me cringe. I absolutely hate it. Everybody that uses a beauty blender and hears that you're using a dry sponge, we cringe. It breaks us inside, okay? Make sure your beauty blender is damp. Just like a dish rag, just wring it out. That's all you gotta do. It literally melts the powder or foundation. It blends it better. It don't absorb it. So just make sure that you use a damp beauty blender. Cheekies. Over our nose. Now, if you have fine lines and wrinkles like I do, you do not want to put a whole lot of powder underneath your eye because it will add about 50 years to you. So you just want to get a little bit. That's why I press it down here and then I work my way up. So, I'm just going to start to bake. My brushes and everything are rolling around. A lot of powder. You want a lot of powder. Then you take said powder, take your sponge, and literally pack as much powder as you want. Starting at your ear, you want right about the tip of your ear and pull down so you can see better. Ooh. Right, yeah, I'd say right at the tip where your earlobe starts, and just angle your face out. Now, contouring can be a super amazing tool if you do it correctly. Contouring is just casting a shadow in certain spots of your face to make your facial features pop out more. We brighten what we want to come forward and we darken what we want to push back. Now, you have your warmer contour colors and then you have your more cool. If you're light toned and you're cool toned or neutral toned, you want to use a cool toned contour powder or cream, whichever floats your boat. I prefer powder because you can control it more. Cream is more denser and it's like stays in place more, but a lot of people, like you'll see the YouTube gurus, they'll take contour and they'll just draw it all over your face, and I'm like, what are you doing? No, do not do that. I repeat, do not do that. Grab a buffing brush, take it, rub it, tap it, and then go in and blend it. You do not go straight in. The reason they do that is because the camera does not like to pick up certain things. I don't know why, but it seems like contours and highlighters it just don't like to pick up the color that much. Tap it, swirl it a little bit. Picks up a good bit of product. Then we're going to tap the excess off. We're just casting it out. We just want a little bit of shadow. We don't want to go in hard. Now, don't worry about the powder. That's why we have extra set aside. I am just going to go in a line. And when you're contouring, do not go past the corner of your eye. Okay? We just, like I said, we're just casting it out. We just want a little bit of shadow. We want our cheekbones to pop out. Pause here for a second. I'm going to jump off camera and do my brows. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our eyes. So, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Brows done. Set and ready to go. Now we are going to start our eyes. Now, I want to do a super nude look. So, I'm going to use the Cocoa Contour Palette to go ahead and create a beautiful nude look. But first we're going to jump into the Mini Breaker palette, and I'm just going to use this real bright orange shade right here. It's called Double Scoop. I am going to grab a fluffy, flexible brush. You want something that's easy to blend because this is our transition shade. I'm just going to pat a little bit. Tap. Now, what I like to do instead of squinting and causing all kinds of strain to my eye, I like to tilt my head back and look downward. And then I'm just going to go right in the crease. We are going to create our transition shade. This other shade right here. Tap off my excess. Now I want to place this right underneath this shade. So I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure so it sticks into the crease instead of blending upward. I am going to go into this deep dark shade right here. I'm just going to put a couple taps, tap off the exit. Now we are going to go in the same crease, but we're going to focus going towards this way with the eyelid. Only go to about half. Blah, blah, blah. And when they go to about half, we're just going to darken up this crease a little bit. Then I'm just going to go back and forth right there. Corner of the eye. Same shade we contoured our cheeks with, which is this shade right here. I'm going to grab some product, tap once, and now we're just going to go to the inner corner, and we're just going to pull that color over. Alright, now I am going to grab the Mini Breaker. We're going to dip into Double Scoop, just 2 little bumps, tap off the excess, and right at your lower lash line, we're going to go in with this shade right here, same brush. Tap it out. We're going to go at the corner of our eye. Just go to about where your eye color starts. I'm just going to rub it. Alright, now, I got these little minis in Christmas gifts my husband got me. But it is the Better Than Sex Too Faced Mascara. I love this mascara. It's actually the best. It's not as good as Sex, but I like it very much. I love the wand. I'm just going to take it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to darken. Fluffy brush, doesn't matter. These are the preferred highlighting brushes. Alright. Now this time I'm going to spray then set. Let's spray it. Swirl it around in all the mist you see kind of out and about in the wind. We're going to go in with Sarcophagus once again. Get the hair out of the way. Now, you want to go down and over. You want this whole curvature highlighted. So I'm just going to go like this. And then down. Get like that. Boom, look at that. Wow. That'll blind the shit out of you. Same with the other side. Spray. Dip. Hair out of the way. And this nice perfect C. This eye look, that orange with the browns, nailed it. I love that palette. Like I said, you can use it for eyeshadows, but I like my ones for the contouring as well. So definitely highly recommend the Cocoa Contour palette. They nailed it. I just wish they would make singles, especially more pocket-friendly singles. That way we don't have to buy the whole entire palette because the palette is quite expensive. But look, that packaging, absolutely love it. but definitely they need to make a single. Try the minis, try all the products. You will absolutely fall in love. And you know what? Most of all, have fun with it. Dab in color. Experience different colors. Plop your ass down in front of a mirror, surround yourself with makeup, and play. And you will nail your technique. You'll find what works for your face, and it will just become, you'll become a pro. That's how we all got our start, was literally just sitting in front of a mirror and practice, practice, practice. And you will nail every aspect of it, because makeup is a really great tool, and I highly recommend that you try the products. And guys, moisturize, cleanse, and shave your face. We all learned that, and we all can see this is no filter. Literally, this is my face. It's because I take care of my skin, I shave my face, and it all works out. The Beauty Blender, the Juno & Co., I highly recommend that you give it a try. $6, you're not really taking a risk, and I promise you will love it. But I'm gonna go get some food. I've been stumbling over my words. I need some food in my belly. So, have a good night until next time.